This is my pure Mekk-Knight deck profile. I do run 3 Gears the Orcus Mekk-Knight. Awesome card. He's a 1-card True King Calamities for the deck. He makes columns for you. I mean, you can do the World Scars rip, which is fantastic. It's so much fun. And then people are like, oh shit, okay. Next we do play 3 of Purple Nightfall. Probably the best Mekk-Knight. He grabs one for you, he banishes himself, and then comes back and standby. And then you can just do it again. After that, I do play 3 Blue Sky. I know people play 2. I like 3 because that way you have a better chance of seeing any of these. And Gears of the Orcus Mekk-Knight and purple or blue in opening is the full World Scars combo, which is fantastic. I play 2 Indigo Eclipse because the dodge effect is probably one of the funnest parts. It's a mind game. If you have Morningstar there and Eclipse anywhere on the board, you just keep moving around and they don't get destroyed and you don't take battle damage. It's pretty great. Then I play 1 yellow and 1 red. Yellow pops back row, which is awesome, and then red pops the monster. So if you get Nibiru and you haven't summoned him yet, you get him, you pop the Nibiru, use him in the token, you go into Morningstar, and then if you have another Mekk-Knight or World Legacy card, you just discard that and get secrets. If you have an Eclipse, it's even better. You just keep messing around like that. I do play the vanilla, just because I think it's funny. If I had to take him out, I'd probably put the orange or maybe green. I'm debating about that. Orange just has a nicer defense, and he is just a 2k 4-star beater, which is great because you can just normal summon and it's like, okay, he's here. And then to make more columns, I do play 3 of Nightmare Corruptor Ibli. It's great because you can go to Alamirage, she goes to the graveyard, then she goes back to their side, and then you can't get Nibiru, which is actually pretty awesome. They also can't imperm you if it's too late, so there's that. And then for one of the starter cards, it is World Legacy World Armor. You use him, or you send him off of Gears Orcus Mekk-Knight, and then that's pretty much full combo if they don't stop you anywhere else. You go into Lib gets Succession, he comes back. You've probably seen the combos. It's going to be pretty crazy for 1-card True King Calamities. And then the level 9s, I do play Gizmek Kaku, and then the Thunder King Kaiju, because both of these are good on their own. I do summon them off the effect of Monstrosity more than anything, but if I have him in my opening hand, it's not bad either, because I can get him out. If I'm going second and I have him, I'll just Kaiju and then do some crazy Mekk-Knight stuff, and it won't be a bother. And then for hand traps, I play 3 Ash and 2 Ghost Mourner. Ghost Mourner is actually pretty cool. She's an effect veiler, and then she burns you if it leaves the board. And I've been dealing online with a lot of needle fiber stuff, so I can just negate their needle fiber. If they need to get off the board, they'll just take 15. And if we go into time, it's just like, alright, well they're already down 15. That's pretty cool. And it actually won me a few games, to be honest. Then for spells, I do play 3 Called By because this deck is very weak to Ash and Droll. So if I can get these in my hand and just get them out, then I'll be safe for the clear. Then for World Legacy spells, I do run 2 Succession. That's how you do the Lib combo, and then just later on Revival stuff. I do run 2 World Key. I could probably just do 1, but I like kind of opening it with it. That way if I kind of miss the search off of the World Armor or the Scar or the Morningstar, I have another one, I can just keep going. And then 2 Memories, just in case the opening hand isn't great. You kind of just summon one from the deck. If you do summon the Gears Mekk-Knight Orcus though, you can't use the tokens because those are not Mekk-Knight monsters. And then for the other ones, I do run Monstrosity. That's the True King of Calamities, or of all Calamities card right there. Get the 2 9s from the deck, and there you go. And then Scars, which is the funniest thing. You just banish 8 different named Mekk-Knights from your grave or field, and you just take out their extra deck and their hand, and it's like, what did they start with? It's a good feeling. And then because I like to play 39 cards, I actually play Upstart. I could probably take it out for something else, but just getting another card is pretty great. And for traps, 2 Imperms is pretty good. I don't really need to explain that. And World Legacy Secret, which is one of the coolest cards I've ever seen. You just have Eclipse and then your Morningstar there, and this is like a whole different game. This one negates monster effects if they're in the same column as a Mekk-Knight monster. So you can use Eclipse to keep bouncing around, and then they really can't play. You can just have one sit there if you're in the extra monster zone there, or vice versa. And this is kind of a game over for them. They can't really do much. So yeah, that's the main deck. For the extra deck, I do play 1 Alamirage. That's the Ibli. You get Alamirage, then you do columns that way. If you don't have Gears Orcus Mekk-Knight in your opening hand. Link Cross, probably the problem maker of the whole deck. You get extra tokens. You go into Calamities off him. Link Karibo, that's how you use the first token from the Gearsey Orcus Mekk-Knight to get into him. That way you have 3 different names to tribute off for Trishula, and then you get your Monstrosity out, and then you get Calamities. Then Galatea. Galatea is pretty cool. It lists as any Orcus monster, and it's really cool that Gearsey Orcus Mekk-Knight counts as both. So if you need to go into her, it's pretty awesome to use her in the token. And then you get a 1-card ding right there. Then Lib does the World Legacy card set for you, and then you get Succession, or any other stuff you can recur her, but I only run 1. And then, really cool card, Mekk-Knight Morningstar. Morningstar is awesome. You can use Eclipse to move him around, and then his effect kicks in. If a monster's in a different column than a Mekk-Knight, then you don't take battle damage, and it's not destroyed by that battle. That's pretty cool. And then for the Link 3, I do play Mekk-Knight Supreme Spectrum. He's part of the World Scars combo, so he's one of the 8 you need to use. And he's got a pretty cool effect too. If he's the only card in his column, you can attack directly, and then it can't be destroyed by card effects, and then it can't be targeted by cards too. If it's in the extra monster zone, and then points to new monsters, obviously. So, that's pretty neat. And then Unicorn, just for some annoying card removals. I rarely get into him, because I usually just have the main deck monsters kind of do all the work. But if I ever need to get into him to bounce like some problem maker, I really like having him just in case. And then the Blackluster Soldier, Soldier of Chaos. Really cool card. This is what you end on with the World Legacy Scars combo. Or if you can get into him just naturally, or if you just want something really annoying from the beat over, then yeah, go straight into him. And then Mekk-Knight Crusader Abramax is a really good card too. I mean, just 2 special summon from the extra deck, which is really easy to do with this deck. You really need him, but he's really good to have just in case. And then he protects all your monsters because they have to attack him, and then if it's a special summon monster, he gains that attack, so pretty cool. And then the new card for the deck is Access Code Talker. I just thought it was cool to have in there. I mean, popping cards of different attributes, I mean, I, for the most part, can get at least 2 or 3, actually, yeah. So if I do this POV combo, or this path, I can get El Mirage, and Cross Karibo. And every once in a while, BLS, if it's a really grindy game, but yeah. And then for the other cards, Trishula, if you're doing the 1-card True King of All Calamities method, you get him out, and then Monstrosity targets him, you get the Gearsu and the Kaiju. Oh, sorry, not Gearsu, you get the Gizmek and the Kaiju out, you overlay for him. Then the problem card himself, True King of All Calamities. You guys know what he does. He's probably going to get hit, to be honest, I wouldn't be surprised. And then Gearsu, the Orcus Mekk-Knight, because you can get him out real easy in this deck. Either with a Nightfall, or 2 Eclipses, or some along those 2. Or the really cool path, which is...
Hey, so I actually made a slight little hiccup. I said Gearsu, the Orcus Mekk-Knight. It's actually Din Gearsu, the Orcus of the Evening Star. I'm just stupid. Don't worry about that. But I paused the video because I was about to go into an explanation about how Gearsu, the Orcus Mekk-Knight, would be a 1-card combo into Din Gearsu, the Evening Star. I was kinda right. It's so you would normal or special that Gearsu. The Gearsu would then grant you a token, or if you use the effect to get a token, and then use that token for a Link Karibo, and then you can go into Galatea, because Galatea requires 2 effect monsters, and you can't just Gearsu and token and then go straight into Ding. So yeah, just wanted to clear that up. Hope you guys enjoyed the profile though, and yeah, see you guys next time.